So Phil, you invite me down to the office on
Yes.
a gorgeous day. And
Lovely day.
You said you'd bought an iconic 80s Ford.
Yes.
Now, of course, there's a lot to choose from. I was thinking XR2i,
Close.
nice RS Turbo.
Almost.
I love a Granada. Oh, please,
So
say,
close.
please, a Granada.
Getting warmer.
I'll be honest, when you said you bought an 80s iconic Ford, I didn't think for 1 minute it would be this. Oh, Mr. Whedon, your obsession with 80s Ford tat continues.
Now, I'm not going to lie, Joe. This was a little bit of an impulse.
Oh, not much.
I was on the Hobbs Parker auction
Yes,
website,
indeed. Still got the auction sticker in it.
and this one came up, and I really wasn't going to buy this one, but I kind of clicked a sort of idle click online and bid, and then I got outbid, and then
Most normal people would have stopped there.
yeah, which is fine. And then the very kind man at Hobbs, James, rang me up and said, well, the other bid's gone, would you sort of meet in the middle? And I said, no, I've got buyer's remorse, I'm not budging on my original price. And then the guy said, oh, okay, you can have it for your original bid. So I was like, oh, I better
So,
get it, isn't it? So
we find ourselves with a Ford Sierra.
yes,
Gear, admittedly.
Yes.
Gear, it's got the pinstripes and the
2
luxury badge.
litre gear,
Yes.
right? So it's a good spec.
Yes, it is. No, I'll
It's-
give you that.
It's the original Mark 1 shape with that distinctive
The aero front end.
flat-fronted aero front.
For me, the best looking Sierra front end, if
Inspired
there is
by
such
that
a thing.
Probe concept car.
Yeah, well, it's no Austin Montego, is it? That's for sure.
Um,
Are these wheels original? They're Ford Pepper Pots, but they're XR4 wheels, aren't
No, the gears could come with them as
they?
well.
Okay, yeah, well, there you
Yep.
go. There's my 80s Ford knowledge for you there.
They might have been a cost option, but they were available on the
What,
gear.
Much like Jeff's Fiesta with the
Yes,
gear alloys on it.
exactly
So,
that.
was the rust standard as well?
The Rust may have been a later addition to this particular car.
No, it was a belated option on all Fords of that era.
I can only imagine this is what this wall plug
Oh, and we've got one this side as well.
Is as well.
Can I just correct me if I'm wrong? Have you got slightly bodged rust that's then been hand painted over the wrong shade of white with a raw plug in it?
I think someone had shares in Tipex correcting fluid
Yeah.
based on the paint job here.
Well, yeah. So, but it has got rear arches. To be fair, a lot of Sierras haven't got rear arches,
Yeah.
so it could be worse. You've still got all the badging. Look, gear-ish.
Yep. The gear script, the gear badges on the wings,
Yeah.
Ford badge still intact.
The badges. Oh, there's pounds on it. I'm seeing.
I've got a feeling this is a period number plate. With that sort
looks
of 3D
press metal plate. Yeah,
3D
I've got
thing
I've
type
got those
thing.
on my Seicento. They're quite nice.
So you
Well,
know,
of course, the main thing for the Sierra is it was the hatch, wasn't it? It was that after the Cortina was a saloon, this was the hatch, and that's a heavy hatch. I don't think
yeah,
those struts
I'm gonna stand here, Joe, for a bit. I might just.
Yeah, you're doing some.
There's a bit of wood here. I might just put that there. Just
strut your
because
stuff.
It was nice to have wood veneer.
Yes,
so,
yes, wood trim, very good. I
bit
mean,
of wood
we've
trim.
got parts, but I imagine they should be meant to be attached. I mean, there's a parcel shelf.
Yeah, now that would hook in if there was
Bits to
rear
mount it to.
haunches bit here.
What else have we got? I've got an A to Z, 35 miles around London.
That is as far as you'll be able to drive.
Or the ULEZ map, as it should be known these days.
Yeah.
There's a random box that's broken, whatever it is. Warning triangle. There's a what's that? Rocker gasket. Is it meant to have that brake in it? Presumably. There's another. God, this is well travelled. Look. Oh, this is the last time I went anywhere. 1998.
Right,
there you go. 1998 Castrol road map, and there you go. Look, you can drive like this if you've got one. Look, like an Audi DTM car.
So the tail lights are interesting because they've this sort of funny paint thing going on.
There's a bit of glue on them, and there's a random. Someone tell me what that's for. Actually, I can probably tell you what it's for. Hose for water. Yeah, I could have told you that. There's one of those.
The tail light clusters aren't staying in. They need to be clipped in
The
somehow.
actual light holders. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
the bulbs,
And there's no trim anywhere in the boot. It's all just bare metal and a raggedy bit of carpet.
which may be a problem because obviously trim on these early
Oh,
sort of 80s
everywhere.
Fords are going to be hard to come
You
by.
can find that everywhere. I will also
you?
just take note very quickly. The back seat is not mounted to anything.
Well, that's because the side bits are missing. That's fine.
Oh, that's always a standard
There's a whole bit of side trim.
I never
missing
knew they
there.
did a commercial Sierra.
Yeah, exactly. It's practically a pickup.
Well, quite. They did P100 anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got 4 doors. That's just not a Cosworth, is it? I'll tell you what. There's pound notes here. There you go. Ford Sierra Owner's Handbook and Servicing Guide from Haynes.
Okay.
Wow.
Perfect.
If you would like to buy this Haynes manual, we will charge you just £2,000 for that.
All proceeds will go
To this.
to the restoration fund.
There's more brush painting going on around here, Phil. Look, it's all in the roof gutters and round the Oh.
It's got an aftermarket rear brake light thing, high intensity brake light.
It's also got a sunroof with rust inside and out.
Yep, well, it's consistent.
Well, it's got more paint. I love how the roof has got this kind of hand-painted, brush-painted treatment here that's then gone rusty again.
Yep.
So that's nice. Your check strap sounds healthy, by the way.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It has got actual history. We'll give it a point. Documented actual history. There's Ford brochures, there's old V5s, and an actual Haynes manual. There's an interesting smell, which I'm going to be honest, I don't think that's 80s Ford smell, is it?
I think the loft in my old 17th century house smelt a bit like this.
Yes.
So
the dashboard is doing 80s Ford things. It's slightly...
Yeah, they all do that, but it's got the original grille bit on the top, which makes it an early dash, which is good.
That's good. Yeah. It's got the cockpit style shape the Sierra had. That's good. That's
I do love the ergonomics of a Sierra dash.
Original Ford cassette player. I'd love to see if there's any... there we go. The old cassette trays that you got in Fords of this era. Yeah, nothing in them. That's a shame.
I don't know what you're meant to do with the cases when you put the tapes in.
Yeah, that's very odd.
Anyway.
It's never been smoked in, which looks...
Well, it has.
It has. It's an 80s Ford, of course.
His ash out the window by the looks of it.
There you go, more pounds, there you go.
More bulbs.
Ford motocross, look, genuine Ford.
There we go.
Wow.
It's all right.
Electric windows. There's loads of pins in the centre console, which is interesting.
To hold the trim together, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's all right. This is the original... I'd love this sort of...
Yeah.
This was very much particular to the top spec ones. The lower spec ones had a wider... sort of 2-spoke steering wheel from memory.
Wow.
Little coin tray.
Coin tray for all your coins. Do you remember coins? That's where you put them,
Well,
kids.
that's when you used to pay for your Dartford tunnel when it was coins, you see.
Well, the good news is they're going to stop charging for that once they've paid it off.
Absolutely, allegedly. Little joystick for your speakers.
Yeah, that's for your Atari. You can play a bit of that when you're broken down.
That's that. So,
do you want to fire this beast up?
It's got the original torch key. It doesn't work, but it's got the torch
It's
key.
there, it exists. Just click the ignition on. Let's just... This appears to be making noises. I think this is a non-standard alarm. So if I... Hang on, it is only twisted and taped under here.
Okay.
Bear with. Right, okay, that's...
Pull that. Okay, let's just turn that off.
Yeah, let's... I'm going to just dispose of that.
We might need to revisit that later then.
Maybe don't start it then.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can fire it up.
Starts on the button.
So if you can ignore the annoying noise.
Yeah, the idle is okay-ish.
Okay, let's just turn that off to
get
tinnitus. If you have a look under the bonnet.
That is definitely an engine.
I mean, the door cards and everything look okay, and the interior seat trim.
There's bits of trim that have survived all right, actually. Let's just...
the outer case of the remote fob there has just stopped coming off.
Let's just see what's under the bonnet. So 2 litre. This is a Pinto in this.
2 litre Pinto. Yeah. It's got a very nice Bosch battery.
Oh, good.
So no one skimped on that.
That is actually a really nice. That looks like a brand new battery.
It was owned by a guy called Ron, who's 97.
Yep.
Or that might be the petrol that we need.
That could be the petrol.
Yep.
It's got the coolant looks good. It's got fresh coolant in it.
Yep.
To be fair. Yeah. Well, I have to say, Phil, it definitely has an engine. And also the most clogged fuel filter I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, that does look a bit...
That's black. Oh, wow. I'm surprised it runs, quite honestly. Well, that's Ford engineering for you. You know what? We've always gone about Mercedes from the 80s, but you know what? Ford power. It doesn't even need fuel.
So, listen, this was ultimately a very cheap car to buy.
A cheap Ford.
It might... Yes, cheap Ford to buy. It might not be a cheap car to fix. But I don't know. We've just got to decide what we do with it now, then I guess. Because
I mean, the temptation is to go full restoration, nut and bolt, because it is a Sierra Gia 2 litre, so it's quite unusual.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. Certainly not under our tenure. The other option is we could make a 5-door Cosworth.
Yep.
Why don't you let us know in the comments? What direction should we take? Should we take an angle grinder to the back and make our own P100? Shall we? Did they do a Sierra convertible?
You should know.
We could do one of those.
I could confiscate my credit card so I don't buy stuff like this again.
Yes, I think so. Just a quick reminder, the last project car we bought, or that I bought, was the W124.
Yeah.
How the mighty have fallen. Well, why don't you click subscribe, if for no other reason than to witness our peril firsthand for what happens to this interesting vehicle. Do let us know in the comments. What do you think? What would you do with it? It's a very good seat. There you go. I'm going to use it for what it's best for. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for all future Classics World content.
Wish us luck.
Thanks for watching.
See you soon.
Quick epilogue, I've cured the beef. For those of you that were commenting about this, turns out that the factory clock, which is digital and analog, very classy, has got a timer built into it. It's got an alarm, so someone had obviously set an alarm for a certain amount of time, and it was just going off. So I just pressed one button and it shut it up. So there you go, an alarm clock in your car for if you're lulled to sleep by the serene comfort of the Sierra gear. Do you want to take it up the road?
No.